So I first met Tony in 1987. I was a young gay lad, just kind of finding my feet. Went to the Nightingale for the first time, got taken there by some friends. And walking in there, apart from the fact that it was like, oh my God, I'm in a gay club, was more hearing the music, and it was Tony playing. Straight away, as soon as I walked in, it was, wow, what's he doing? He was playing Open Your Heart by Madonna, and just extending the intro, and I was like, what's he doing? And then the music the rest of the night, I didn't know half the tunes, and I was like, what's this music? This is amazing. Over a sort of a period of starting to go there regularly, I got to speaking to him, always bugging him to know what tunes were, you know, typical train spotter. And that was kind of like a seal for me that, you know, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to do that. I was like, so from there it progressed to buying decks, etc., etc. But yeah, I got to know him on a social level from that, just from seeing him week out at the Gale, really. He was always a step ahead, really. You know, he would change the music like that, which in the Gale wasn't always accepted because of the crowd in there were quite set in their ways of what they wanted to listen to. But he was always up front. He would always be playing the latest tunes, the latest styles as they came in. And it was just that forward thinking and never being predictable, I think, that was what I really sort of valued in him as a DJ. I would always remember at Sunday Central, him playing one of his sets, and a tune he dropped in the middle of it was Nailin' and Kane Beach Ball, which I just totally didn't expect him to play, but that's what he was about. He would always know how to keep the crowd and how to drop the right tune at the right time. He'd maybe like play 2 or 3 tunes which were quite minimal and didn't have a big riff in them, but then you knew that next tune after that would rip your head off, basically. And that was always something that sat with me, is like that he could work the crowd like that was amazing. Yeah, he was always a big influence all throughout my career, even in the early days when I was playing Hi-NRG and Eurobeat. You know, just hearing his mixing was so spot on, his ear for music, and his drive to always find something that was fresh and new. But just his style was not, I think he'd hate to be pigeonholed just as a hard house DJ, because that's not what he was about. He was so much more than that. His sets would depend on where he was playing. He would fit his set to that particular time of night or what the venue he's playing. He could read the crowd enough to know that how far he could push it in terms of what he could play. So you'd hear anything from tough house to techno to hard house. And he was such a broad, varied DJ. For me personally, his legacy is just a lot of lessons as a DJ. Just how to read a crowd, how to work a crowd, but also to be respectful that, you know, if you're on at 9 o'clock, not to play 150 beats a minute or 155 beats a minute full on filth. That's just ridiculous. I think just more than what he did musically, what he did in terms of bringing clubbers together. So bringing, you know, the gay scene had always been very stuck in their own clubs, and people wouldn't venture into straight clubs, and it really brought people together to the point where, you know, people were clubbing together, gay, straight, whatever, it didn't matter. People were going because they wanted to hear good music, and, you know, bringing that sound out of a gay club and making it mainstream was quite a big achievement at the time, and I think that's a lasting legacy, which obviously we're enjoying a hard house scene now, which is thanks to him bringing that sound out of trade. If he hadn't have done that, we probably wouldn't be doing what we're doing.